I would like to start with a witty line, but today's topic just kills the mood. So straight to the point, the most famous of our foes, and one who is the epitome of why we can only delay our destruction rather than stop it. The great old one, Cthulhu. Said to be the size of a mountain, has the appearance of a man-like body with the head of a squid, tentacles included, with scaly, rubbery skin, webbed feet and claws, and narrow wings to round it out. Why not? Cthulhu's illustrious lineage has him as the spawn of Yog-Sothoth and the half-brother of Hastur, who, as we have said last recording, he feuds with. He was born on the planet of Vori, on which he travelled to the star Zoth, where he procreated his children and the star's spawn. They then proceeded to Saturn, and then finally and unfortunately settled in jolly old Earth. The cosmic family landed in what today we call the Southern Pacific Ocean, and built the non-Euclidean shaped stone city of Relay. But Earth was already occupied by beings known as the Elder Things, and they waged war against the new inhabitants to a standstill. If only we had beings like these Elder Things as allies. There was a truce, and it seemed that both agreed to a live and let live policy. At this point, the squid-faced monstrosity went into hibernation for whatever reason, and as he slept, humanity came to be. And for reasons unknown, he reached out with his psychic ability to communicate through dreams so powerful that to this day, cults of Cthulhu are found all over the world. From the deserts of Arabia, the streets of Innsmouth, to the mountains of the oriental country of China. At some point, Relay was struck by natural disasters that saw it sunk beneath the sea. Never thought I would be so pleased and praise the disaster. But since starting this endeavor, I've definitely learned to be more open-minded. Do note that according to the cults, which we will get to later, when Relay rises permanently, Cthulhu will awaken fully, reign and take over. Then there will be shouting, killing, in a holocaust of ecstasy and freedom. Now, there have been instances where people have spoken of Relay rising and Cthulhu waking periodically due to the alignment of the stars, only to our lucky stars for it to revert to the status quo. The most riveting of these accounts is by the sailor Gustav Johansen, who actually managed to hurt Cthulhu, if we can believe him, by ramming his boat into the creature's head, causing a grievous wound. But he then laments that Cthulhu was healing immediately. But thankfully, flowing back into the building he came from, doors closing behind a flood of water. Now, abilities-wise, Cthulhu is in no way as powerful as the outer gods, probably the only ones that can kill him. He is more of a brute comparatively, as he has immense strength, is able to take an insane amount of damage, has regenerative powers, and can fly. But that being said, there's enough evidence to say that he is also immensely intelligent and has great psychic ability. Followers wise, he of course has his insane human nihilist cults who chant things like La La Cthulhu Fatagan, which translates to something about Cthulhu waiting or dreaming. Aliens wise, he is also worshipped by the creatures known as the Migo, of course the star spawn, or Zontians as they are known too, and of course the deep ones who reside in Earth's seas. We will get to them next time. Last thing is to know your enemy. Know that Cthulhu does not hate humanity. He is amoral. As a being on the topic of our existence, it will be akin to an ant colony in the way of you building a new house. We are simply in the way. Till next word.